This is good morning to you all. Today we will discuss about the pulse polio immunization. You know, the immunization is a vaccination against certain diseases at appropriate ages with appropriate durations, with appropriate doses. You know, the poliomyelitis. So it is caused by poliomyelitis viral agent with three types of species. There is type 1, type 2, type 3. It belongs to Picornaviridae. So what is pulse? Pulse is sudden, simultaneous mass administration of vaccination. So that is about the pulse polio immunization. Coming to the country's history and pulse polio immunization rounds, improvements, and expert advisory group recommendations on PPI and its developmental steps taken by Government of India, GOI, introduction to inactivated polio vaccine. Then pulse polio immunization and AFP surveillance. You know, AFP, acute flaccid paralysis. What is paralysis? You know, that may involve one limb or both limbs. Flaccid means very weak, fragile, not rigid. Acute means sudden, infectious. So, poliomyelitis is an infectious disease because any infected person can transmit the same to the other. It may be person to person or through water or food. Coming to the PPI, NIDS, SNIDS. NIDs are National Immunization Days. On particular immunization day will be there. Entire country, the polio drops will be given to all children below. Initially 3 years, later on it is increased to up to 5 years. Coming to the SNIDS. What is SNIDS? Supplementary National Immunization Days. So that is the or sub-national immunization days. Polio vaccine, there is usually oral polio vaccine. It consists of type 1, type 2, type 3. Killed vaccine, IPV, also contain type 1, type 2, type 3. Live attenuated oral vaccines are the oral polio vaccine. In that, there are trivalent and bivalent. Trivalent consists of 1, 2, 3. And bivalent consists of only type 1 and type 3. So 2 is removed, type 2 is removed. VAPP, what is VAPP? Vaccine Associated Paralytic Polio. So vaccine may also cause paralysis. GPI, Global Polio Eradication Initiative. So with this initiative, IPV, that is inactivated polio vaccine, is introduced instead of oral polio vaccine. Polio eradication and endgame strategic plan. So it has 3 components. We will discuss about it. Already discussed. Virus is an RNA virus. This polio virus is an RNA virus, belong to enterovirus, Picornaviridae, and described by Hinge, and the causative agent is poliomyelitis, and it is revealed by Karl Landsteiner. And poliovirus propagated in non-neural tissue of monkey kidney. So it was identified by Weller. For this, he got Nobel Prize. That is the propagation in non-neural tissue of monkey kidney. WHO GPI by 2000 AD. World Health Organization, they extended to 2018. And so there is a little difference between eradication and elimination. Eradication, no wild polio at all. The virus won't be at all. But elimination is only clinical disease is won't be there. So elimination of disease, eradication of wild polio virus. Antigenic types already discussed, 3 types, and any type can cause polio and also maybe paralysis. So most often caused the polio virus disease by type 1, less frequently type 3, rarely type 2. Vaccine associated cases are there type 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 are related to vaccine associated cases, especially oral polio. PPI in India since 1994, cases are there more 28,000. So 1996, 886. Resurgence is there again. In 2002, 1600 new cases appeared. So government of India, they want to do something about this. So they increased the quantity of supplementary immunization activity. The quantum is increased. And also activity, eradication activity is also increased. So what is endemic free polio? Because endemicity always will be there, some case in the area. So it is declared in 2012 February, India is declared as endemic free polio. That is the case is the wild polio vaccine, wild polio virus type 1 or natural polio virus, otherwise known as. Polio free India is declared in 2014. So endemic free polio 2012, polio free 2014. Global eradication. When do you say global eradication? 80% world is free polio. That's called a global eradication. And case fatality rate. So how many cases will die of the cases? So every 100 to 1,000 cases, maybe one death will be there. And susceptible people. Who are the susceptible people? Older children, adults in contact, deaths within a week of paralysis. And both vaccines provide trivalent antigens with 3, 1, 2, and 3 types of polio virus, OPV and IPV. Both vaccines protect the individual, control the community, control the disease in the community, and eliminate the natural polio virus, that is the wild polio virus in circulation. So there are 3 advantages of the both OPV and IPV: protection, controlling, and elimination. Killed vaccine consists of cell culture grown formalin inactivated and purified poliovirus suspension. The potency is measured by D antigen content. And all current inactivated poliovirus IPV vaccines have more antigenicity, also called as enhanced inactivated poliovirus, EIPV. So it's otherwise called as EIPV. And the EIPV vaccine contains type 1, type 2, type 3 with the D antigens. 1 is 40 D antigen, 2 is 8 antigen, 3 is 32 D antigen. So what is primary immunization? The 3 doses of IM or subcutaneous 4 to 8 weeks interval, especially IPV, the inactivated polio vaccine, used in immunocompromised, children with AIDS, immunodeficient, or unimmunized adults, tropical with cold, less cold chain. Because tropics, almost high temperatures, cold chain is very difficult to maintain. So primary immunization of 3 doses with IPV will be given to the immunocompromised, mainly immunodeficient, unimmunized adults. Then coming to the immunity, there are 2 types of immunity by IPV and also OPV. Here, IPV confers humoral immunity, secretory immunity. Humoral immunity, after 2 or 3 injections, blocks the spread of poliovirus from gut into the nervous system. So it protects the nervous system by humoral immunity. Secretory immunity also will be there, but it is very less than that of OPV by IPV. Is apparently sufficient to block respiratory spread, just sufficient. and inadequate in the intestinal tract. So it protects the respiratory spread, but not intestinal transmission. It cannot. Only intestinal is mainly by the oral polio vaccine, and IPV, both respiratory spread, it blocks, and also nervous system spread, also it blocks. In developed countries, mode of spread is respiratory spread, but whereas in developing countries like us, it is mostly by fecal-oral or intestinal. So what is the median cell cultures infectious doses? 10 to the power of 5 to 10 to the power of 6. 3 types of live attenuated polio, oral polio vaccine in liquid form, drops. So like drops, orally OPV, IPV is mostly IM. And volume is, OPV volume is 2 or 3 drops. Individual protection, 5 doses of OPV for primary immunization. 3 doses of OPV with DPT and 2 doses of OPV either before or after 2 weeks interval, before DPT or after DPT. But the interval is 2 weeks, before or after. So here around 5 plus 3, 8 doses or up to 7 doses also. For 100% protection, 2 additional doses of OPV along with measles and DPT as booster doses. Measles booster dose, DPT booster dose, along with these booster doses, you can add 2 more doses. And OPV potency is stable for 3 to 4 months at 4 to 8 degrees centigrade, for 1 to 2 years at 24 degrees centigrade, and 8 degrees C less potency. So if it is above 8 and more than that, very dangerous. So minus 24 to 8 degrees or minus 24 degrees C. Humoral immunity, intestinal immunity. Natural infection, that is wild poliovirus virus will be there in the intestinal immunity. Seroconversion rates are with 2 to 3 days doses in developed countries, but decreased in developing countries. So type 1, type 2, type 3 is there. 1, 2, that is the 73, 90, 70. In that ratio, the seroconversions will be there. Bivalent OPV. So trivalent is type 1, type 2, type 3. Bivalent is mainly type 1 and type 3. It's very essential because trivalent to bivalent, it should be converted, because type 2 is, outbreaks will be there. That's why international advisory group, India expert advisory group for polio eradication, then accelerates the development and licensing of bivalent OPV, BOPV against type 1 and type 3 for use in supplementary immunization activity, SIA, in UP and Bihar to control the re-emergence of type 3 polio virus. So to control the re-emergence of type 3 polio virus. So the reported cases for 42, just one case, no cases is there. VAPP, vaccine-associated paralytic poliomyelitis, rare. Side effects of OPV is VAPP. That is the vaccine-associated paralytic poliomyelitis, side effect of oral polio vaccine. 1 case for every 2.2 million or 2.5 million doses. VAPP outbreaks in polio-free areas. So whenever there is no polio, these outbreaks will be there. To avoid VAPP use, so it's better to avoid the use of VAPP. How? Better to switch to IPV or combination of OPV plus IPV. And CVDPV, what is CVDPV? Circulating vaccine derived polio virus is very rare, but the virus in the vaccine may genetically change and start to circulate among a population. So this CVDP is a genetic link and it may circulate. Oral polio, the danger of OPV is particularly highlighted by outbreaks of VAPP, that is vaccine-associated paralytic polio, in areas that were previously polio-free. So by giving oral polio vaccine, if there is polio-free region is there, some outbreaks of VAPP occurrence may be there. GPEI, Global Polio Eradication Initiative. It started in 1988 to eradicate polio by 2000 AD. That is the aim. So we launched with the help of USA and CDC, that is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, UNICEF, international agencies, bilateral donors, NGOs, and private sectors, along with the national governments. Suppose if it is in India, Government of India. Polio eradication and endgame strategic plan. It is started in 2013 and completed by 2018. This PA-EGSP, Polio Eradication Endgame Strategic Plan, comprehensive and long-standing to deliver a polio-free world by 2080. It is developed by PA-EGSP, Polio Eradication Endgame Strategic Plan was developed by National Health Initiative, Global Health Initiative, scientific experts, donors, stakeholders to eradicate polio, wild polio virus, that is a natural virus, and CVDP, circulating vaccine derived polio virus. And polio eradication and endgame strategic plan, PE and EGSP, the polio eradication, it was started in 2013 and 18, ended. Based on 3 observations of previous eradication, one size does not fit all to stop polio transmission in the remaining endemic countries. So we have to adopt some range of factors. Polio-free region, how? Minimum 3 years of polio cases surveillance, then you can declare it as polio-free region. Excellent certification standard. A certificate should be issued that the region is polio-free. Each country to its capacity to detect, report, response to imported polio cases. Imported means maybe from one state to another state, or from one country to another place, another country, or from one region to another region. Lab stocks must be contained and safe. So whenever there is necessary, it is better to have a containment of the stocks in the labs, and it should be safe. Management of wild polio virus in inactivated polio virus manufacturing sites must be assumed before the world can be certified polio-free. So you should have IPV manufacturing sites, whether they are managing in a nice way or not, because which have wild polio virus or normal polio virus. Suppose if anything happens, that can replace, that can stop the spread of the epidemic. You can certify then polio-free. Polio virus remain in the throat for 1 week and 6 weeks in stools, and up to 6 weeks, the passage of the viral antigens will be there in the stools. Polio infectious during first few weeks before and after onset of symptoms. So it is related to symptoms, infectivity. First few weeks before symptoms and after onset of symptoms. More immunity by wild polio virus vaccine. What is the incubation period? It may be up to 4 to 30 days, but normally it is 7 to 10 days. And especially summer and early autumn incubation period. Then program management and community management should be there, pulse polio immunization. Consideration of careful micro-planning, strengthening, monitoring, accountability, and massive social immobilization. So micro-planning means at the doorsteps of the needy person, strengthening of monitoring, whether the vaccination reaching properly, appropriately given or not, and accountability, somebody should be responsible, and social mobilization by the help of the volunteers. you can do that in the villages. Major elements of PE and EGSP, 2013-18 plan. So what are the major elements of this one? Treatment, trivalent OPV, that is the 1, 2, 3 to be demonstrated by 2015, and switch to bivalent. So what do you mean by switching from trivalent to bivalent? That is called as switching of vaccine. 6 months before this switch, every child should receive at least 1 dose of inactivated polio virus. So before switching of oral polio virus vaccine from trivalent to bivalent, 6 months ahead, 1 dose of IPV should be given along with the 3rd dose of DPT and 14 weeks of age in all OPV using countries. So at least 1 dose or other dose also you can give. But IPV 1 dose at 14 weeks of age along with the DPT 3rd dose. So that the measure, all the precautions will be taken care very nicely. So one is IPV, the second one is BOPV. Complete cessation of OPV by 2019 year. That means we have to stop oral polio vaccine by 2019 year. 1 dose of IPV will be given to each child till 2014. Previously this one. But now 2020 onwards, only IPV should be given. So what are the objectives of polio eradication and endgame strategic plan? Polio virus detection and interruption. So you have to detect and interrupt this transmission. The objective is to stop all wild polio virus transmission by the end of 2014. Any new outbreaks due to CVDPV within 120 days of confirmation of the index case. You know, index case, primary case, secondary case. Index in the community, primary in the, especially in the clinic or OP by seen by a doctor. Activities will focus on enhancing global polio virus surveillance. And by surveillance, you can enhance the activities involving OPV campaign quality to reach children in the remaining endemic and persistent CVDPV countries, ensuring rapid outbreak response. So you have to respond very rapidly for the outbreak elimination or containment or reduction. So that is the involving OPV campaign quality to reach children in the remaining endemic and persistent CVDPV, that is the circulating vaccine-derived polio virus. The second one is the strategic plan. Second one is the immunization system strengthening and OPV withdrawal. We have to strengthen the immunization and also you have to withdraw the oral polio vaccine. Success in eliminating vaccine-derived polio virus, VDPV, depends on the eventual withdrawal of all OPV, beginning withdrawal of the type 2 component, that is from TOPV to BOPV. So you should withdraw the TOPV, you have to keep the BOPV, that is bivalent oral polio vaccine. Then before this, you have to introduce at least 1 IPV dose at 14th week. Then third one is containment certification. Who member countries to certify all regions of world polio free? Ensure that all polio virus stocks are surely contained by 2018. Legacy planning objective. The aim is to ensure that the world remains permanently polio free by investing in polio eradication. So better to invest a lot of money sufficiently so that the program will be going on as a legacy. Goals and priorities, development of goals and global health priorities, especially between 10 to 15% of people who develop parasitic polio may die. And physical symptoms may return after 15 years after the first polio infection. So PPI initiative 1995, it is started, pulse polio immunization. Pulse polio immunization program at the primary health level in terms of services, time and cost. If never vaccinated before with oral polio virus, then 3 doses of inactivated polio virus should be started. So unless OPV is there, so there should not be any OPV vaccination. You can start IPV. First dose at any time, second dose 1 to 2 months later, third dose 6 to 12 months after second dose. So first dose at any time, 1 to 2 months, second dose, later 6 to 12 months after second dose. Government of India conducted the pulse polio immunization. First round of PPA consisting of 2 immunization days, 6 weeks apart on 9th December 1995 and 20th January 1996. So there are 2 days of there, 9th December and 20th January. This is called as, actually this days will be on Sundays. So Polio Sunday, it is also otherwise called as. First PPI conducted targeted all children under 3 years of age, irrespective of their immunization status. But they want to increase the age from 3 years to 5 years. The term pulse, already discussed about this one, sudden simultaneous mass administration of pulse polio immunization. It is the oral polio drops of oral polio vaccine on a single day to all children 0 to 5 years age, regardless to previous immunization. This is called as pulse polio immunization. That is sudden simultaneous mass administration of OPV on a single day to all children between 0 to 5 years of age, regardless of previous immunization. This is the essence of the meaning of PPI. PPIs occur as 2 rounds, about 4 to 6 weeks apart during low transmission season of polio between November to February. So 2 rounds again, especially during low transmission, those are the November to February months. The peak transmission is from June to September. Low transmission November to February, peak transmission June to September. The doses of OPV during PPI are extra doses. It is not supplementary, it is extra doses. So you cannot replace the regular doses. That is, you cannot replace the regular immunization. You can go ahead with the regular immunization. The children, including 0 to 1 year old infants, should receive the scheduled doses and PPI doses together. Scheduled doses as routine, PPI doses as additional. There is no minimum interval between PPI and scheduled OPV doses. So there is no fixed interval between scheduled and PPI doses. Doses around at 2 months age and at 4 months age and at 6 months age and at 4 to 6 years age. These are the 4 doses. 2 months, 4 months, 6 months and around 6 years. Improvements in PPI in 1998. Usage of vaccine while monitor. You know, I think you might have seen or not, you will be seeing in the lab also, vaccine while monitor. So this monitor, this vial monitors the vaccine efficacy or inefficacy or ineffectiveness. So color monitors or labels are put on vaccine bottles. So some labels they will stick onto the vaccine bottles, colored, like white, blue, something like that. So each label has a circle outside and inside square. So circle is outside, inside is a square. The inside square changes color, gradually becomes blue. If vaccine bottle is exposed to higher temperatures, when the color of the white square becomes blue like that of surrounding circle, the vaccine is ineffective. So ineffective means the color of the square just like the surrounding circle. If the higher temperatures are there, the square color gradually becomes blue. So this is the difference, high temperatures and ineffectiveness. The mechanism has been made mandatory in all procurements since 1998. The health worker can easily identify, ascertain the vaccine given is effective or not. The quality assurance will ensure that the children will have protection against polio in 1999. So quality assurance also there. Thereafter, oral polio vaccine provides better mucosal immunity, also may replicate and revert to neurovirulent form. This is another danger with the OPV, but IPV, it won't cause such neurovirulent. And India Expert Advisory Group on Polio Eradication, IEAZPE, on polio eradication made recommendations. So the recommendations of the IEAZPE. Many strategies and were utilized during 2005 and early 2006 to improve the impact of SIA, supplementary immunization activity. So it's not, what do you say? It is not essential. It is not separate with the routine. So routine immunization separate and supplementary immunization separate. So you can give both together as per the schedule. Coming to the recommendations by IEAZ, deployment of additional personnel to assist with intensified SIAs. So staff is important, then license is important because they want to change it to bivalent to monovalent, OPV1, that is MOPV1 and MOPV3, because these are present, both are present, 1 and 3 are present in the bivalent. So a targeted use during SIAs based on surveillance data. So license also should be given. Social mobilization targeted at reaching population groups missed during previous SIAs, supplementary immunization activities. Use of mobile teams to vaccinate children at transit points. So transit points means railways, bus stations, and moving trains. And for this accountability, engagement of all health staff and political leaders should be there to identify and target all neonates at high-risk areas of UP with a birth dose of monovalent OPV1. So now it has become monovalent OPV1, especially to neonates. Because the people, UP, areas of UP, maybe some migrants will be there. So for them, this is the dose, birth dose. OPV produces antibodies in the blood, humoral or serum immunity to all 3 types of polioviruses, prevents the spread of infection poliovirus to nervous system. Humoral also there, and intestine. Intestinal is more than that of humoral in OPV. But whereas in the IPV, humoral is more than that of intestine. Coming to the OPV, increased shedding of viruses than IPV. So viral load will be there in the OPV. That's why virus is shedding and also weaning off from the body through stores. Immunization boosts the intestinal immunity who has been previously immunized with OPV. So IPV also boosts the immunization. Both OPV and IPV given in polio eradication program. So both are protective. OPV is still preventive, and IPV is given in addition to OPV. IPV is very safe. So these are some of the factors. PPI is launched in the year 1995. Actually, this is the program per se, pulse polio immunization in 1995. Under this program, children less than 5 years of age are given additional oral polio drops, additional, not supplementary. So you cannot supplement that. Additional oral polio drops in December and January every year on fixed days. That is 9th December and 20th January. So by the way, which is the World Polio Day? World Polio Day is the 25th October, whereas India Polio Day or PPI Day is 19th January. So these are the 2 days very essential for this polio. In 1999, 2000, house-to-house vaccination of missed children was also introduced. So between this period, 1999 to 2000, house-to-house vaccination, what for those children who are missed for the vaccination, it was introduced. When there is no cure for polio, then PPA is the last resort. Because once paralysis occurred, almost is very dangerous because it affects the spine. It causes the paralysis. Initiative. Less than 5-year child should be vaccinated timely. Spread. Polio is contagious. Direct contact with a person infected with the virus can cause polio. And also the spread may also be by fecal-oral or saliva. Can infect spinal cord and causes paralysis. National immunization days. Rounds over 172 million children so far. Supplementary SNITS rounds cover 40 to 80 million children. Large-scale multi-district mop-up conducted. So you cannot repeatedly do the mop-up, whereas you can do repeatedly the SNITS. SNITS is the sub-national or supplementary national immunization days. And also SIA, supplementary immunization activity. So under this activity, SNITS and NITS will be there. SNID campaign, the third polio eradication activity program. This is the third polio eradication program. Nationwide rounds, January and February, 160 million children are covered. Coming to the sub-national immunization day. It is SNID is a campaign, the third polio eradication activity program. It can be repeated, but whereas mop-up cannot be repeated, these SNIDs are done when there is widespread and dispersed transmission. Widespread and transmission is very much dispersed in a part of the country, or aimed at reducing the transmission to clearly delimited focal areas. It should not go beyond the borders. So delimited focal areas. Mopping up to stop transmission in a defined area, not repeatedly, for genetic link in a case or in an environment. In a case means polio case. Environment may be sewage or drainages. If you culture the material, you will get that virus, wild polio virus. And house-to-house survey. That is our door-to-door survey to reach the eligible or missed children. To reach the eligible or missing children, that is house-to-house. Mopping up, 2.5 million children target the area of detection of wild polio virus in the case or in the environment. So that is the mopping up. You can collect the sample from the case, or you can collect the sample from the environment for isolation, detection, and reporting whether this is the case of wild polio virus or not. Multi-district activity to target the remaining districts with extra rounds of house-to-house immunization with or without FBA, that is fixed booth activity, before the onset of hot summer and during the rainy. So before hot summer, that is before the maybe April or May, and also during the rainy, maybe somewhere in August, September. Responsive mopping. When sentinel surveillance shows poliovirus transmission in an area, immediate mopping should be there responsibly. Preemptive mopping. It is in high risk response immunization is carried in districts which have high intensity of transmission. So when there is high intensity of transmission, preemptive, responsive mapping by the sentinel surveillance and house-to-house immunization, when the extra, whenever you want extra rounds, you can do that as per the season. The National Immunization Days, called as PPI in India. So NITs are also called as Pulse Polio Immunization in India. To decrease the polio transmission and to decrease the peak polio transmission, the quantum and also the peak level, conducted by giving additional doses of OPV 4 to 6 weeks apart to every child less than 5 years of age. So this is the National Immunization Days or PPI. And also intensified PPI also there. That is called as IPPI. No need to reach the unreached, but only by IPPI was proposed just after the NID, Polio Revival or Polio Sunday. So just now we discussed on the particular days, that is December and January, Polio Sunday. An immunization team visits house to house with vaccine to check whether the child has received pulse polio vaccine or not. If not, the child has to be given on the spot the vaccine. Additional rounds at fixed booths. So additionally you can give, followed by house to house, such and vaccinate. House to house, such and vaccinate component with planning, supervision, monitoring, social mobilization. Supplementary, or already we have discussed about it, supplementary. Then large-scale multi-district mop-up conducted to eradicate polio. 4 steps are there, basic strategies. To eradicate polio, one is RI, that means regular immunization. NID is National Immunization Days. PPI, Pulse Polio Immunization. SNIDs, Supplementary or Sub-National Immunization Days. And AFP surveillance to find places with circulation of wild polio virus. So in India, NITs are also called as PPI. And reporting units, RUS. So some reporting units also there for the AFP surveillance and AFP for AFP case notification and AFP case investigation, stool specimen collection, outbreak response immunization. So when there is a finding of virus or WPV or VDPV, then you should go for response immunization. Further rounds in June, September and November with a similar number of activities needed in 2004 to eradicate polio. Polio eradication activity is a global program with the target of polio-free world by the year 2005. So world polio-free is 2005 in India, 99.9% reduction of polio cases. To detect wild polio virus and appropriate surveillance system for 3 consecutive years. Then only you can say is polio free. In Africa, it is very much essential. Unless 3 consecutive years are there, it is not polio free country or world polio free. Polio Day, January 19th in India. Have a look, India is free from polio. Child less than 5 years gets polio drops every time. India 2019, 19 January and World October 24th, as we discussed. World is different, and for that October 24th, India is 19 January is the World Polio Day. And sugar cube is a live attenuated vaccine, Sabin. Now it is replaced by SAC, killed injectable vaccine. As per EPI, 4 times of doses, each 2 times, 2 drops, each time 2 drops. OPV protect against paralytic polio birth to 14 weeks. In 1988, 3.51 cases. In 2017, 22 reported cases. And objective of achieving 100% coverage under OPV vaccine, PPI, and immunize children through improved social mobilization, plan mop-up operation where polio virus has almost disappeared to maintain high level of morality or morale in the community. Polio day. Do not compromise with your child's health. Take home. Head for polio drops. Vaccination camp near your place. Developments. Continue. Only one case of polio in 2011 January. As on 25th February 2012, India was removed from the polio endemic free countries. On 27th March 2014, India was certified as polio-free country. So, only one case in 2011, endemic-free 2012, and polio-free 2014. This is the status of India in case for the polio disease. The steps taken by the government of India to achieve the target of polio eradication and maintain the polio-free state. One is RRT, that is the Rapid Response Team should be there to respond to any polio outbreak, an emergency preparedness and response plan, that is EP and RP, for steps to be taken in case of detection of a polio case. So here EPRP for detection of a polio case, the steps to be taken, and RRT and response to outbreak. To get every eligible child during PPI round to vaccinate under 5 years of age group. Strategy is, one is at fixed booth centers, FBC, house-to-house visits, HHV, and at transit bus railway inside the long distance, and special booths in areas bordering countries like Wagha border, that is between India and Pakistan, Atari train station in Punjab, Barmer district of Rajasthan. These are the strategies. Vigilance through surveillance. Any importation of circulation of polio virus and VDP, vaccine-derived polio virus. So any virus should be surveillanced, under surveillance. Environmental surveillance is continuing at 4 sites with establishment of 2 sites in 2012. Total 4 sites at present in India. GOI, that is the Government of India identified 107 high-risk blocks for polio. A multi-pronged strategy implemented to ensure sanitation, hygiene, clean drinking water system, vaccinate each and every child. So vaccination, drinking water, hygiene, sanitation. These are the multi-pronged strategies. And migratory population, especially SNITs, that is a supplementary national immunization days in UP and Bihar, and identified in the states of Punjab and Haryana, Gujarat, and West Bengal, because the migratory children of the migratory population from UP and Bihar, they will go to Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat, other states. For them, sub-national immunization days or supplementary immunization days should be arranged for the vaccination. That is this by SNITS for the migratory population. Social mobilization activities are intensified by involving the local volunteers, influencers, community and religious leaders to improve community participation, community acceptance. Why the social mobilization? For participation and acceptance of the community. A rolling emergency stock of OPV is being maintained to respond to any wild polio vaccine or circulating vaccine-derived polio virus. So either wild polio virus vaccine virus or CVDPV virus. Any of the virus is there, the emergency stock of OPV should be present to protect. Introduction to inactivated polio vaccine. As part of polio endgame strategic plan, India has introduced IVP in the NIP, that is the National Immunization Program, NIP. That is in 2015 year, replacing TOPV with BOPV. So bivalent OPV is now from TOPV. So there is no more TOPV, only BOPV is called as switching, carried in 2016. So IVP 2015 and bivalent OPV switching 2016. The last global case due to wild polio virus type 2 was reported in Aligarh, India in 1999. Most of the global cases are due to VDPVs, 97%, as well as VAPP, 40% due to type 2 virus. So the global cases are due to VDPV, vaccine-derived polio virus. Another is vaccine-associated paralytic polio. So these two are, especially second one is dangerous, VAPP. So to discontinue the use of type 2 virus from OPV, polio endgame strategic plan to replace TOPV with BOPV. So in bivalent oral polio vaccine, there is no type 2 virus, only type 1 and type 3 is present. That's why type 2 virus is banned and removed. And this may cause risk of VDPV and WPV. So vaccine-derived polio and wild polio virus may occur to the recent birth cohort if you remove the trivalent due to silent ongoing transmission of VDPV type 2 virus and also potential leakage of wild polio virus type 2 virus in case of accidental intended leakage of the virus from a laboratory. So from a laboratory, the type 2 virus will be there. It may cause VDPV and WPV. To avoid this problem, IPV vaccine was introduced prior to the TOPV. So that's why for any accidents or leakages, the IPV should be given prior to the bivalent vaccine. That is the bivalent vaccine switching. So first is IPV, then switching or bivalent vaccine, the second one. And as part of polio endgame strategy, PEGS, IPV was introduced from 2015 and it is given fractional IPV. There are two kinds of IPV. One is fractional, another is full. Fractional IPV of 0.1 ml dose as intradermal injection at 6 to 14 weeks of life. A rolling emergency stock of OPV to respond to any wild polio vaccine or circulating vaccine-derived polio virus detection to be present. So OPV stock also should be present to identify WPV and also CVDPV. PPE is supported by AFP surveillance system since 1997. It is conducted through a network of SMO, that is the surveillance medical officers. So they will look after the AFP surveillance system. And they are specially trained and responsible for a defined area. In Delhi, National Surveillance System, that is NSS, is positioned. In case of larger states or regional places, SMOs are located in the state headquarters. SMOs are located in the state headquarters. A regular weekly reporting system, WRS, has been established to send the reports to the higher levels. Number of reporting cases of AP increased. And also completion of stool specimen collection improved from 59 to 86%. And NIDs, National Immunization Days, it is the largest public health campaign ever conducted in a large country. Conducted the first round of PPE consisted of 2 rounds immunization days, 6 weeks apart on 19th December 1995, 20th January 1996. So 2 rounds. And the first PPI conducted targeted children 3 years of age, irrespective of their immunization status. Later is increased to less than 5 years, from less than 3 years. Time-bound endgame objectives. Specific steps are there. Virus detection interruption and regular immunization strengthening, OPV withdrawal, containment certification, and also legacy planning. The first dose of withdrawal involved in global synchronized cessation, all the globe, all countries, from TOPV to BOPV. So that is no type 2 virus is there in the bivalent. And withdrawing oral polio drops, type 2, from all immunization activities. It is called a switch. One is containing and the withdrawing of OPV type 2. To eradicate type 2 poliovirus, one switch is made, TOP is no longer used anywhere in the world, manufacturers will no longer supply OPV. Switch is necessary because no wild poliovirus is recorded since 1999. The risk of vaccine-associated paralytic poliomyelitis VAPP and CVDPV, circulating vaccine-derived poliovirus, to type 2 complex OPV now outweighs its benefits. If needed IPV to be introduced on an accelerated timeline, end of 2015, then oral poliovirus can be withdrawn. Introduction of one dose of IPV protects against type 2 series, boosts immunity to the type 1 and 3. So protects type 2 against and also gives immunity to 1 and 3. Lessen the outbreak of paralysis risks of type 2 polio. So it decreases the risks by type 2 and better immune response viruses. IPV introduction sets in 2019, 2020. This stays for ending OPV use entirely as a regular routine immunization system, lessen the WPV and CVDPV outbreaks. To initiate GPE Global Polio Eradication Initiative to improve RIC, that is the regular immunization coverage of infant. And third dose of IPV at 14th week, along with DPT third dose or pentavalent will be used to measure the regular immunization coverage improvements. So, the summary is containment, polio surveillance, AFP, environmental surveillance, surveillance indicators, mopping up, strategies of eradication of polio in India. So, containment, you already know about wild poliovirus type 2 virus is still present in research centers. To prevent accidental malicious, fractional dose should be given, maybe fractional or full dose. Then AFP surveillance should be taken care of. Finding and reporting children less than 15 years of age with AFP number indicates country's ability to detect polio cases. 1 AFP per 1 lakh population under 15 years of age. In absence of polio, usually differential diagnosis is there, poliovirus paralysis and GBS, Guillain-Barré syndrome, and also transverse myelitis and traumatic neuritis. Transverse myelitis is there, both limbs, and whereas traumatic neuritis only one limb. Within 72 hours of refrigeration, sent to lab, this sample should be sent. And transportation of this stool, especially 2 specimens within 48 hours of onset. And isolating poliovirus, especially WPV and VRPV, polio related viral related poliovirus, vaccine related poliovirus, and resembles WPV. Mopping the virus, strain to be analyzed, genetic makeup, compare, classify, then cluster, then whether there is any importation is there, then appropriate immunization. And the environmental sanitation confirms and ad hoc environmental polio-free regions. Indicators are the reporting, surveillance sensitivity, completeness of case investigation, completeness of follow-up, laboratory performance. And this is the indicators. If more than 80%, 1 and 2, and 1 and 3, 2 and 2 also there, 1, 2, 3. Then AFP case specimens. Who created Global Polio Lab as per Global Polio Lab Network, GPLN. Mopping up activities and also strategy of mopping up. So these are all related to the strategy for polio eradication in India. PPI, RI, monitor, AFP, rapid case detection, arrange 60 days for follow-up, and outbreak control. Case confirmed and suspect. I think we have completed this session of the polio PPI, pulse polio immunization, and we'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.
చెప్పండి అజయ్.
ఇలా వస్తుంది అది
evphospital@gmail.com ఫార్వర్డ్